it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 3 with the Big Eldrazi. Yes, we'd like to play first. Another weird hand, but you can't go wrong. You have an Eldrazi Temple, an Urborg, an Inquisition, Sanctum of Ugin. We do need to draw into one of our creatures that can actually ramp us into or like a 7-drop to. The problem with this deck though is I'm hoping that we can get a decent 7-drop. I think we've seen most of the spoilers from. I know there's one in green that's not too shabby. For the Sanctum of Ugin to go tutor up because the Kozilek's Channeler. We could just. The problem with this hand is we could end up not doing a lot. Oh, he's gonna play the Lantern Control, I believe is what this is. So Pithing Needle can actually name like Eye of Ugin, but it's just Codex Shredder we get rid of. Because that's what Lantern Control tries to do, is make it so that your top card of your library, they get a look at the top card of their library. Oh, no, he takes Kozilek's. That's a great draw for the Kozilek's Channeler. That's the only thing he can take. And now I think we're both just kind of not going to do anything for a while. And so Mox Opal and just passes. So a Thoughtseize here can take his Pithing Needle, I guess. Might as well. That does, it shuts down my Eye of Ugin a little bit. And he draws a Black Cleave Cliff, so Eldrazi Temple here. And the Conduit of Ruin is perfect because that tutors up the Void Winnower or Ulamog. And he does not draw. He draws a Glimmer Void. Now I don't know. This still looks, maybe this isn't Lantern Control. It's gotta be though. Yeah. There's an Inquisition. We know what's in his hand. It's another Mox Opal. I guess we might as well use it, but is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the Ghost Quarter? Let's see. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So still can't Conduit. So might as well just take his other Mox Opal, just in case he strings them to add mana. It's not the greatest play, but it's life. Very uneventful match. And we find our Ulamog anyway. But this will at least give us some aggression with the 5/5. We'll grab Kozilek here on top. But I probably actually should have just chosen not to grab a card. And Snaring Bridge is very weak versus us. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 does not cast the Kozilek. Oh, geez. Can't attack. That is right. I'm like, I skipped my attack phase. Yeah, should have grabbed what? Yeah, I couldn't. I could have got a colorless card, so I could have got a Sundering Titan, which is in the sideboard, which wouldn't have done anything versus his deck. So we need to draw into another land, which is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But pretty sure we've got this locked out. One more land. Chandler's. Needle can name Eye of Ugin. And I don't care about a Ghost Quarter. I can still activate it for mana. And I don't think I care about killing anything here. Oh, he could have named Expedition Map. That would have been a nasty card. And here's where we'll go get the, Eye of Ugin, which that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 still. So nothing we can do until next turn finds us Ulamog, and then we destroy the Ensnaring Bridge and just win. So we'll go on the sideboard. Again, a very meh. We'll bring in Platinum Angel, because if he has no way to destroy my Platinum Angel, then he can't win either if I just... I mean, they try to mill you, I believe, with Lantern Control. Not a lot we can bring in. Not quite sure we care about Spellskite or Doom Blades or go for the Throats. I might just bring in the Leyline of Void and the Relic of Progenitus. Leyline, I think just Relic's better than Leyline, because he does have some things. I believe they do recur a few things like the Codex Shredder out of the graveyard. Now, would Sundering Titan just be better fit? We can destroy... I saw they play a ton of non-basic lands. So the Blackcleave Cliffs, we couldn't hit the Glimmer Void and the Llanowar Waste. So 0 lands that I saw with the Sundering Titan. Wurmcoil Engine, again, doesn't just do much against someone that wants to put out an Ensnaring Bridge. So the only thing I could bring in more of is All's Dust does very little versus him as well. So we can bring in another Relic of Progenitus or just go for the Leyline of the Void. But I think that this is the better package, just to try to get those Ulamogs. So we'll go ahead and submit. Can't mill us with Kozilek either. He can force me to draw it, but we can always Thoughtseize ourselves and throw it in the graveyard. This is a pretty decent hand. We just need another land with the Heartless Summoning. So I'll keep it. Unfortunately, Kozilek is in our opening hand, though. And he'll probe me. See the Heartless Summoning. And the Platinum Angel Kozilek Channel. I mean, it's a decent hand. We have a lot of lands to draw into that can get us the Kozilek's Channeler out. And so he's just going to duress and take the Heartless Summoning. So that hurts a lot. So we find an Urborg. I'm not going to give him that information yet. Now we need an Eye of Ugin to pair up with the Urborg Tomb Yawgmoth. An Expedition Map will also be very good here. And Thoughtseize can take the Kozilek's Chandler at this point. But what he's doing here is he's also getting rid of his own hand. I guess Sundering Titan would be better with a basic... He gets rid of the Sower. I think that Kozilek's Chandler is a little bit more powerful in this case, just because it comes out a lot earlier, and I have no foreseeable 6 mana for the Sower. So now I have Heartless Summonings, Eye of Ugins, Eldrazi Temples that I can all draw into. Expedition Map, a lot of outs here. Yeah, so the Academy Ruins, so bringing in the Relic is a decent... So I do draw a Ghost Quarter. And I got an Eldrazi Temple on top. So here comes a Ghost. The Ghost Quarter? Nah, we'll just do Urborg. And then pass. And let's see if he wants to shuffle it up. I don't think he'd sacrifice the Lantern yet. So Surgical Extraction up on Oblivion Sower, which I actually don't care about at this point, which does shuffle my library, though. In fact, I really don't care too much for Surgical Extraction. It's still another card out of his hand. And I actually don't want to draw into Oblivion Sower. He does make me shuffle that Eldrazi Temple away and gets to check out my entire deck list. And now a Cavern of Souls, which is going to be very good. He'll Ancient Stirrings, though. And be able to cast the Ghoulcaller's Bell. But all I have to do is just get this Platinum Angel, and he's locked out. So he does allow me to draw the Cavern, which we will throw it out and name Eldrazi. Which means the Ghost Quarter will be able to get out the Kozilek's Channeler and so forth. So we're in great shape. And I don't believe he'll Ghoulcaller's Bell Hill. He should here. He definitely should. Yeah, because he doesn't want his Inquisition. And we have another Inquisition coming up, which is not a great card. And he'll actually mill that for the Needle, which I think he wants the Needle. Yeah, and he'll name, with the Needle, he can name Eye of Ugin. Ensnaring Bridge, again, is not a very good card versus us. And we'll be able to draw into this swamp here, which is actually a decent draw. And we got another swamp on top. And then now we can get a Kozilek's Channeler. Which then can get out a Platinum Angel the turn after. The Ghost Quarter can kill his Academy Ruins, so he can't get this. I don't even know what he names here, because none of it is Expedition Map. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Can't attack in the Snaring Bridge. He's going to allow me to draw the swamp. More lands the merrier at this point. Now he might mill it. Nope. Allows me to have another swamp on top. We'll throw out another swamp. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana. So I think we just go for another Channeler. And then next turn we'll be able to Kozilek. And there's Expedition Map, which he'll allow me to draw, but I don't mind. But that means he has to draw his own Mox Opal. Oh no, he doesn't. That's right. So Lantern usually tries to lock decks out with kind of this Lantern of Insight, Ghoulcaller Bell strategy, which does pretty decent against traditional decks, but it's not the greatest strategy versus an Eldrazi deck that is eventually is going to get Ulamog. And if we draw into an Ulamog, we can basically just win here. So we will, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for the Kozilek Butcher of Truth. Which we'll draw 4 cards. And it has Annihilator, which I'll never be able to attack. And we can Ghost Quarter, or... Oh, okay, yeah, this is the next. The Sanctum of Ugin, we can, not Ghost Quarter, we can Relic of Progenitus, which actually does hurt our opponent's deck. Grab an Ulamog. And he could have a Thoughtseize in his hand. I think it is just better to go Ulamog, though. And we'll Relic. Make him exile a card. He's just going to... It doesn't really matter too much. We'll end up cycling it. Because the Pirate Spellbomb's already in the graveyard. He does want the Ghoulcaller's Bell, though. And he doesn't want me to have another Sanctum of Ugin, which is understandable. But I think that with the Platinum Angel especially, that means he has to have some sort of removal. And there's another Ensnaring Bridge. Gonna shuffle away. the lantern. So now he's blind. He must have another lantern in hand. And yeah, he knows the Ulamog is going to cast. And at this point, I just kill the Ensnaring Bridge, and then Annihilator for 4 for the Kozilek Butcher of Truth. So anyway, pretty simple matchup. We'll go on to the next match. This is Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.